If you can tell us about a little bit about yourself.
I am mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Roorkee, and I started my business with the small A company. Spent it about business, and mainly we are doing engineering company, and we're representing many companies of Germany, Italy, US. We're working with them. Whatever their business, their sales and after sales, everything is for process industry and chemical industry is taken care of by us.
You moved from India to UK. What inspired you to come to the UK?
I was going to Germany. I visited Germany maybe around 20 times. And then my son insisted, no, I would prefer that if you come to UK, it's a nice place. And we visited during our COVID time, we visited UK. And one good thing about UK, we have learned that there are many persons are from outside world. It's not that only British are, and everybody is accommodated and everybody is following the same rules.
What were your biggest fears before you moved to the UK?
I was wondering that for my food or commutation will be there, but transportation is costly. In this country, there is no lot of manufacturing like in our home country. They are mainly in banking, finance, this country in UK. So whether you can just sustain there in this kind of things.
My name is Yash Dubal, CEO and founder at A Y & J Solicitors. A Y & J Solicitors is a multi-award-winning legal 500 specialized UK immigration law firm based in London. We have helped over 4,000 clients to migrate to the UK, and in this series, we want to bring our real clients to share their real life story migrating to the UK, their challenges, their successes, their reflection moving to the UK to gain insight, how, what to do, what not to do. And I'm sure you will gain a lot from this experience shared. So, Bhupesh, thank you for joining us today. The purpose is to share your journey with the rest of the world and for this audience benefit. You moved from India to UK. So you want to capture the entire journey. What inspired you to come to the UK? What's your journey look like now and what your plans are? So my first question to you, if that's okay, if you can tell us about a little bit about yourself and where you're from, what you do, and what life was before moving to the UK.
Basically, I belong to New Delhi, right now in Noida, and I am mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Roorkee, and I did it in 1987-88, and after that I was working with some process industry, cement industry, chemical industry, and I was in job up to 2008, and then I decided to do something my own. And I started my business with the small A company, and after that it was just spent it about business, and mainly we are doing engineering company, and we're representing many companies of Germany, Italy, US. We're working with them, and we are also doing some manufacturing for some space process industry. We are supplying it to them from Noida. We are also exporting to Australia and different parts of the continent, like in US also, and Central Europe. We are also working with some UK companies. It's a good journey. It's challenging to do some business, and we are having son and who decided not to go for engineering line, and he decided to go for some management. I was also thinking when I was in India, then I should go to some other country and see, because I was going to Germany. Mainly, I visited Germany maybe around 20 times. And I was liking the systems, everything on time. People are following the rules, unlike in my home country. So I was really impressed with this thing. So I thought that we should go to Germany. My son came to UK in 2018, and then we thought we should also move out to Central Europe. Me and my wife learned German language, and we tried to go for Germany. And then my son insisted, no, I would prefer that if you come to UK, it's a nice place. And we visited during our COVID time. We visited UK, and since last 3-4 years, we would keep on coming visit visa to UK. And we saw here our rules are very good, and people follow rules everywhere. Good environment, and we felt very comfortable here. So we thought we should go over here. So we started our company last year here in UK, small company. And we were just thinking that how to go. We contacted several solicitors, and I did a lot of study. I interacted with many solicitors, law companies, immigration companies, who are working in this field, and then I zero in with your company because there were the companies those were doing some false commitments that they can do it within couple of months or weeks or so, but after a lot of study we thought that we should go with your company, and then we were confused that whether we should go for our visa first or my son. Then we decided that we first will go for our son's visa, and we applied for sponsorship license to our companies. Fortunately we got it in time, and then our son got sponsorship visas, and he also said that why not you also try. So I was confused whether home office will allow us, but with good grace and the help of your company, we got it done, and now we are here. We moved here in 25 last month only. We came here.
Wonderful. So tell me about your company. What does your company do in India, and how many employees are working there?
It's not a very big company. It's a small company. We are having some 80 to 20 boys, and differently they are into manufacturing also, and mostly the jobs which we are taking business or percentage or by US etc. Those are been taken care by myself directly, and I take care of all those business directly. And for manufacturing etc., we are also having some team. We have taken on these one company. Those are working for us 100%. They are manufacturing for us and doing. I don't believe in to have a very big team of 100 or 200 employees because it's really difficult to handle.
So if a lay person to understand about your business, what would that be? Is it engineering process, consulting, or what is that exactly?
We are representing some European and US companies in India. Whatever their business, their sales and after sales, everything is for process industry and chemical industry is taken care of by us. And besides this, we are also having some manufacturing, and we are supplying to the companies, but those are only the very special space we are doing. It's not the routine space we are doing. Very specific engineering space we are manufacturing for them, so that there is less of the competition. And we can say those are the replacement of the import. And instead of import, they can use our space. So that is import substitute we are preparing for some of the process industry, chemical industry. And definitely we are supplying through our counterparts in US, UK, Italy, France, Germany, spares and machines to our Indian companies as well.
What inspired you to move to the UK? So what was that moment that there was a thought of moving to the UK? If you can take us through that journey, please.
Actually, when I got graduated in 1988 or so, I never thought of, because my many friends have gone to US, and people at that time, from a middle class family, we never thought of that I will always anytime plan to go to UK or any other country. Even I visited first time outside India, I think it is after 2000 only. And then slowly we thought that when I visited first time Germany, I saw the systems and I saw, oh, it's really great. Something is different from my home country. So after that, we decided can we also look into this? My friends inspired me. Why don't you start your business in Germany, etc. So German was my first preference. We also start learning German language, but again we thought that it may be problematic at this age to interact, because we may go to the elementary level, but we cannot interact too much at this time. So then we thought whether we should go to Canada, UK or Australia. Those three countries are English-based company, and English is our basic official language in my home country, so English is not a problem. My son was in UK, so he insisted that we should come to UK. And before going for this thing, as I already told, that we are coming here since last 4 years. Regularly we are coming here. We are staying here for 3-4 months, and we really like sister. Everybody is very loving, and one good thing about UK, we have learned that there are many persons are from outside world. It's not that only British are staying here. Many persons are from different parts of the world, not only from Asia, from Africa, from even US, from Eastern Europe. Many persons are coming, and everybody is accommodated, and everybody is following the same rules. So that way, it's really, we can say it's diversity in culture, like we see in our home country that there are many languages, many things. But here people are speaking English, they are following everything, good rules, and it was really admiring. And my son was the person who insisted that we should come to UK.
So what I understood is the diversity in the UK plus the rule, the regulation that people are following, and honesty and English-speaking country. And of course, your son also was the key reason of you moving to the UK. So what were your biggest fears before you moved to the UK? If there was any doubt or anything?
Yeah, we were thinking that whether we will be accommodated. First thing was the weather. We were thinking because this is first time generally we were coming here in April to October. We will stay here in UK, and rest of the part and during winter we were in India. So we were just thinking if we come here, we migrate here, then we have to be here for 12 months, and weather may be very bad for us. But fortunately, we have never found it like this, because in our home country, in my area, temperature is going between 3 to 40 degree or 42 degree, in some 3 degrees minimum. Here it is around 0 degrees, so it's not a very big change. So weather was one thing, and secondly, I was just thinking that whether I would be able to drive here. So far, I don't have any car here because I'm new to this place. So, but here public transport is really very good, and we were thinking that how we will commute without having our own car. But there is no problem. That fear is also not true, because public transport system is excellent. Good buses, good trains, underground, overground. It is little costly in comparison to India. And secondly, we were also thinking about the food, etc., because we are vegetarian, whether we will keep on getting the food, etc. But fortunately, we are not having any problem, because we can get food of any kind here, and it's not very costly, I would say. If we compare to our home country, it's more or less same. It's little bit costly, but here also we are getting everything, whatever is required.
Was there anyone, did you try to talk to anyone who probably talk you out of you moving to the UK before you moved?
One or two my friend was saying that here you may not get some assistance, like you may not get like maids or servants here like we are having in India. But I prefer always to do my job my own. So that is not a threat for me, because in COVID also we were doing everything, even cleaning, etc., everything at my home. Here it's better because we are having robots for cleaning, etc. So its systems are good. So I never miss that thing, that if we are not dependent on all those help us. I was never having driver in my home country, so I drive myself. Here I have not started driving yet. I'm having international license, but I am not driving my subject right now. But I don't miss any of that kind of assistance from that mates are not there or someone's are not there. I can do everything myself.
So now you have moved to the UK. What were the things you thought where you would get and you did not get? Or what you thought you did not get but you are getting now after arriving in the UK? So your surprises, good or not good?
Yes, we are getting good thing is here is that we can walk around. Generally, we are walking around 10 to 12 kilometers. Even this winter season, temperature is 4-5 degree, and we can put on jackets and we can move on. That is really great, which we were missing in our home country. We will not be able to do this thing. Whatever surprises, I was wondering that for my food or commutation will be there, but nothing is there. It's okay, we are able to adjust here.
So you said you walk a lot, and you walk for your health reason, right? To stay fit and stay healthy. But you said you were not able to do it in India. Yeah. And where did you live in India?
It's Noida, New Delhi, Noida, in that area only. I since my birth in that area.
You lived in Delhi early. So why could not you walk there and you could walk here? And can you just...
Not footpaths available, pedestrian paths are not available. Like here we are having dedicated paths for pedestrians. And secondly, people are generally not following the rules of the road, and a lot of traffic is there. Thirdly, there is some pollution issues are there. So due to that, we don't feel very comfortable. It's not very convenient to move around. That may be the reason in home country we were not moving around too much. But here at most we can see blue sky. We were missing blue sky. And I remember when I was a kid, we were used to see a blue sky in my home country, but here we can see it daily. We can see 4-5 aeroplanes are flying, but there we were missing it due to clouds, etc., and smoke. So definitely due to health reason, and we don't miss even. Generally, there was one fear people were saying there is there you may miss some social life, but I don't think that. People are very loving. We can talk to anybody easily, and we can meet people in malls and shopping complexes, even in where we are staying. It never looked like that we are only 1 month old here. It looks that we are here since years.
Wow, that's really inspiring. That's really nice to know that it's just been a month, but you feel home and you feel like you are well connected for many years. Yes, that's interesting. What was it a smooth journey, or did you face obstacle getting to the UK?
Actually, we decided somewhere in 2021 during COVID period. At that time, I thought we should go for the route of sole rep visa. There was different kind of visa, and we interacted with many solicitors, but there was some restriction due to the ownership of the company, because company was owned by us, and due to the shares there was some restriction, and then we dropped that idea. And after that we decided we should go with this thing, and for this we have done a lot of research. I attended many webinars of different companies, interacted with the many solicitors. Those are expert in immigrations, and only then we decided. But touch wood, it was very smooth with the help of AY&J team. It's very, very professional team. Whatever queries were there, we were keep on getting, and we were told everything in first instance that these are the requirements. There was no surprises during this journey of that now we want this. Then it was sometimes difficult. We were well prepared that what may be required, and we got everything. I was expecting that it will take 6 months, but it was around 3 months. We did it very fast.
That's very lucky. That's really good to know. Now, when you moved to the UK, did you ever have a moment where you thought, what have I done?
Or not yet, because I feel that myself lucky that I'm here. I can say that I'm proud of my decision as of now. I will not say that this is wrong decision. And more thing that since now we are together, I'm with my son, my wife as a dependent, so we all three are here, so we are lucky. Because one more thing, we were thinking why we have taken this decision. We were up to now we were coming on visit visa, and I'm sure that after a couple of years my son may get here, and we thought that after a couple of years we may not even get visit visa when we were old enough, and it will be difficult to travel. So why not to be together? One place.
If we look into your true motivation of moving to the UK, what could be the top 3 reasons of your motivation to be in the UK?
First thing is that my son was here.
Yeah.
And second, I visited here so many times. That is the systems I liked here. Everybody follows the rule, but I can say that 95% of the people are following the rules. So the majority of person, that is one thing. And thirdly, motivation which I got, that whatever people commit, they give. We bought a house here for my son where we are staying right now. It was committed that it will be delivered in by end of April 2024, but we got it early April before time, and for booking we had to just pay 10%. Only we had to pay like balance 20% at the time of delivery. Whatever was committed, everything was given. That is a good thing. Commitment level is very high, quality is very high, and more motivation. One thing is that people trust us. Here we are having library in nearby, public library. Here we can get books, and they don't know us. We go there, we take the book. They trust us that we will return them. That is the big thing, that people are trusting you. If I go to the shop and I say this thing I have bought from you, and there is a returnable policy of 28 days, and I said this is not okay, they trust me and they take it back. And I saw this thing during my last few years. So trust is the main thing which I really love. Commitment, trust, quality, those are the big motivational things which inspired me to be here.
Wonderful. So if you look back, you lived majority of your life in India, right? Now you are in UK. You moved to the UK with your family, your wife, your son is here as well. What are the top 3 things that you are missing right now, if there is anything?
Definitely, because I was there, one thing is my office routine. I'm missing. I was going to office there and doing this thing, but still after COVID, we can say that we can work on remote. So physically, definitely, I'm not present there in my office. That is one thing. I don't think that other things I'm missing, or my mother, my family, some close friends. Generally, I'm okay because right now we are having good communication media, like we can talk on video calls on daily basis. Regarding business sense, there is no missing. I can manage my business from here as well. So I will not say that I am missing anything great.
So you mentioned that now you miss your family, your extended family there, but you stay in touch with them through video calls and regular communication. Is there anything you would like to change if you were to change something in your life in the UK versus your life in India? Would you change something in your current routine?
Okay, right now I'm comfortable because it's too early to say because I'm only 1 month old here, but I'm keep on going. I'm planning to go there 2 or 3 times a year regularly because I have to see business out there. And I wish that my extended family should also be here.
You want to leave them here,
Yes. So that will be a better idea rather than I go back to them.
Why would not you go there?
I'm comfortable here. I'm quite comfortable. My family is there because my son wants to be here. And here I love the system. I already told that people trust me. Even unknown people trust me. And people are committed. I said that mostly people are honest, whatever they say. So that thing I was missing there. So that's why I would like to be here. Where a majority of the persons are honest and committed. That thing is really great about this country. In spite of diversity, many people are coming from different parts of the world. Still, they follow the same rule, which is really a great thing.
So you just mentioned you purchased your house. Do you mind sharing how much was that for?
Just a small house. Basically, at that time, even I had no idea to stay here because it was for my son and he's a bachelor right now. So we had a small house here for around 300 to 400,000 GBP. And now we will see that right now we are staying with him. And if we talk about daily expenses, it's not much difference. As I told that we are getting, if we talk about daily grocery like milk, etc., are more or less same price which is in my home country. There is no much difference.
You sure?
Yes. Particularly for milk, etc., it's not. But for vegetables, etc., some vegetables are costly, but it's not very costly, I will not say. Like I can say here, we can get many, I can just example that 1.45 GPP, 2.72 liter, and it is more or less same in Amul or other milk brands we are getting in.
So you get 2.7 liter of milk in 1.45 pounds, which is around 145, 150 rupees. So 150 rupees, you get 2.7 liter of milk here.
And yes,
more or less same.
It is around 70 rupees a liter in
India.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So do you have any idea how much do you spend on your grocery monthly maybe? Yeah, you have 3 of you, right? Your wife and your son. So roughly maybe... Do you have any idea?
Well, right now I can't because it's only 1 month, but it will be definitely less than 1,000 things. So because we're vegetarian, when mostly we prefer to have our own food. We are not going for outing, not even here, even at my home country, we were not going out much.
Okay.
Whenever we are going for some outing, then only definitely we have to go out. But we prefer to cook at home. Vegetarian food, and it's not a big difference. It will be definitely less than 1,000, maybe some 100, 800 GBP, I think so.
What are the other expenses living in the UK?
There are 2 things I think are costlier. One is the rent, if you have to pay, because now we are having our own house. We are staying right now with our son's house, so that is not coming to us. And other thing is commutation. For transportation is costly if we take the Uber or The cabs are costlier in comparison to other countries, and secondly, even the public transport are little costlier than India or other countries. But if you are selective and if you are in group, like if I take one ticket, then some price, two tickets, some price, for three tickets it is the same price, so we get discount. So group discount is there. So we prefer to go all three together, and we have to pay for two. So it is costlier, but not too much costlier. Here we are having a lot of points where we can go on weekends, which I was missing in my home country. Like in home country where we were thinking where we should go on weekend, we can go only up to the mall. There are no places. Here we can walk around, we can go to any place. We can go to the Disneyland, there is some Legoland nearby. We can go to the Windsor, not inside the castle even, then go around the river. River is very clean, and we can go there. We can do for in summer we can go for boating. We do a lot of boating during summer season, and we hope to do it again in April onwards.
So if we break down the living expense, one is definitely rent. You have your own house, so you don't need to worry about it. Do you pay mortgage or you just paid upfront everything?
Upfront.
You paid upfront, so you don't need to worry about
We have sold some property there at my home country, and we bought it for our son.
cash here, and you purchased cash. So your property is done, so you don't have a rent payment, but you need to pay rates, which is council tax, right?
Council tax we have to.
How much is that?
I think it's 200 GBP per month.
£200 per month. All right, £220 per month. So that's council tax. Then you said around £1,000 something in your grocery. So that's £1,250 in total. What else?
Otherwise, electricity is little costlier in comparison to India. Here it's around 1 kilowatt hour is around 60 pence.
So what would be your electricity and gas bill or water bill and all that utility bills roughly monthly?
Electricity will be around 150 to 200. In winter it's more because we had to use heater.
Yes.
Otherwise in summer it will be definitely much less.
So maybe
£10 a month. Per year, right now it is around 200, and in summer it could be around 100.
And water expense?
Water expense, so far we are not got bill, but it is around 60-70 GBP, not much. And then internet speed is your excellent speed, maybe 100 times more than my home country.
Yes. So how much do you pay for that?
It's 18 pounds per month.
Any other expense you can think of?
Phones, etc., cheaper.
Yes.
It's more or less same, even little cheaper than we were having.
Cheaper than India. So of course we look at council tax, grocery, which is grocery bills a month, utility bills, electricity, gas.
And also we have to pay for this maintenance of this premises.
Yeah, how much is that?
It's around 200
£200. So all in all, can we say roughly around £1,800 to £2,000 a month? That would be your living expense for the purpose of the audience, because they want to know how much does it cost to live here.
Around 2,000, and for commutation, etc. If you go outside, then you can put 300-400, because £100 per week you can say only every weekend if you want to go out.
Yes.
That is there if you don't want to eat outside much.
Yes.
Little bit. If you want to eat every day outside, then definitely there is no limit. It depends.
Yes.
Per GB.
Absolutely. So the flat you have purchased in UK, you said around 300,000 to 300,000 pound, 2-bedroom, whole kitchen.
It's 380, I think.
380,000 pound, and it's a 2-bedroom, whole kitchen, and it's 380,000 pound you paid. But if you were to rent that flat, how much would that be?
2,000.
2,000. So £1,800 for living expense. If someone is coming from India and they are not purchasing their house now, so they have to pay around £2,000 in a rent and £1,800 to £2,000 in other living expense. So it's around £4,000 for husband and wife.
1,000 is 4,000, and yeah, and education is free. They are having small kid, we don't have. So in this area there are many good
Good school, yes.
So education is really excellent here, and I can say that I've seen one more good thing here, that here kids are more confident than our home country because they are not protected. We protect our kids even around 50 years. Still, my mother thinks that whether I have taken food or not. But here kids are more protected. Not protected, they are more confident. They can walk on roads, they can bicycle, and I really sometimes scared that he's going alone on a bicycle there, and but they're confident. And whenever they talk, we can see there's a difference about their confidence. Might be they are learning this thing in schools, etc.
So the kids are more confident with compared to India because they're being nurtured or educated in that way. They develop that sense of identity and independence from the childhood through the schooling. That's what you think. What would you advise someone if they want to migrate to the UK? I mean, from your point of view, because your journey is your journey, your unique journey, unique point of view. What are the top 3 things is to look out for before they move to the UK? What should they think about?
They should concentrate whether they can see about the expenses definitely, that whether they can go for these expenses, etc. And that is the main thing I will say. Otherwise, if they want to, how they will sustain here if they are having good job here.
Yes.
Because definitely one-time expenses you can do. But
Yes.
say if you are having good job or good business over there, then only you can sustain.
Absolutely. Yes.
In this country, there is no lot of manufacturing like home country. So you have to be there. They are mainly in banking, finance, this country in UK. So whether you can just sustain there in this kind of things. And thirdly, about the weather, because if you can cooperate, if you are from northern part of India or like a country where you can sustain with the 3 degree, 4 degree, here it can go to the 0 degree. If you are from southern India and where temperature is, I've seen people, those are from South India here, and they are not very comfortable here. Sometimes I think it's really cold, so depends.
I think it's wonderful summary. I think number 1 is they need to find out if they can afford it or not, because it's this bit pricey, 3 to 4,000 pound a month for a family. And then sustainability is very important. One-off expense, anybody can do it, but then after what, that they should think about. And third is about weather. So these are your 3 main points to look out for.
And they have to follow the rules, because if everything, there may not be policemen, so many policemen, there are cameras everywhere. If you do anything wrong, then you will be caught and then there may be problems. So you have to follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Yes. If you think that you can do anything casually, it will be difficult. Whether you are crossing a road, you have to be very careful. Even if you are pedestrian, you have to follow the lights. You cannot do as you want only. You have to follow the rules. If you are ready to do this, then only you should. If you say, no, I will do it, I will manage, you cannot manage. You cannot manage anything. You have to go as per law.
If you had to ask someone who should not move to the UK, who should not move to the UK?
Person who doesn't want to live in rules.
Yeah.
And if you want to do honest job, then only you should do there, because here mostly people are very honest. They trust you, you should also trust that. Any wrong things here, then you should not do. You should not come over here. And if you are very social and you have a big groups in India, then you may miss it. Yes, hardly if you think that you are dependent upon servants, that people will help you out, you have to take your luggage out yourself. You have to do everything your homes yourself. Otherwise, things are very costly. You cannot get that kind of assistance there.
Unless you are ultra rich, where you can afford a maid here. So do you know about if you had to keep a maid or take a help, how much does it cost?
I think it will be around 8 to 10 pounds per car.
Yeah. So the national minimum wage now is around reaching £12.50. So I don't think for anything less than £12.50. But that's my experience, personal experience, taking help. So at my home, we have a cleaner coming in. So around like 3 hours per week. And it's enough because it's not too much dust, not too pollution. So 3 hours per week for me, my home is good. So they clean the house in 3 hours, costing me around £50 a week. So that's my expense, getting a cleaner to clean my house and ironing as well. So that's what they do.
In India, we are having a lot of private doctors available. In case of any case of emergency, you can go straight away to any private doctor. Here we are having very good NHS system, which is run by the government. When we came here, me and my wife, we were just contacted by NHS for our some screening, cancer screening, etc. This is being done right now at the expenses of government. And in case we are having any emergency, we can definitely reach. But if we want to go for any private treatment, then it will be very costly. I have not I have just heard about this thing and don't have any experience. But I think it will be very costly if you want to go for any private treatment. But if it is NHS system is very good. They are excellent. You have to take appointment. It may be after 1 week or 10 days, and then may take little time. But
Yes. Yeah. So that's my personal experience as well. So its emergency service is wonderful. So my mother, she had a chest pain and we called 999. Of course, within like 5 minutes, there was an ambulance by my house. But what is not attractive here is if you have a small surgery too, it takes 6 months to do a small surgery with NHS, though it's free. Doctors, NHS is free, but doing small surgery takes ages here. What I have done for myself and my family, I purchased a private health insurance costing around £100 a month, which covers access to private doctors, where we get doctor's appointment, surgeries done within the insurance within like few days rather than weeks and months. Or sometime I would just go to India to get my surgery done if I have to, just in case. That's my personal experience I wanted to share for the benefit of the audience. The NHS is definitely free, it's wonderful, but if minor surgery takes ages to get the appointment because of the backlog, and that's of course funded by government, it's free. But I just wanted to educate the audience in a very true and transparent, what is the truth. This is how it works. If you could sum up your migration journey in one word or one phrase, what would that be, Bhupesh?
it was excellent. If you are having a good solicitor, good immigration team with you, then definitely it is very easy. And you have to be very transparent. You should not hide anything from your solicitor. Whatever is the truth, you have to give. If you try to hide something, then someday you will be caught, and it will be very difficult journey for you, for anybody. One has to be very transparent. If good immigration team is there working with you, then you can get it very easily. No problem.
Thank you. What's your future plan now? From here to next, what is next?
Next 5 years, mostly I will be here, and we will try to expand our business here in UK. We will try to have more contracts with the UK companies. We are going to attend one Camp Tech in Birmingham in May, and after that we will try to have some more contacts in UK companies. We will try to export from here to India or other countries, even we are doing for Australia, and we will also import some of the items here. We will also see to this, one of our small companies also doing some IT services, if we can give IT services too.
You have a lot of business expansion plan.
Yes, that is business expansion in the field of IT and export, import, also for project consultancy, etc. Also we'll look into. That is early, but definitely we are having plans. We are working on this right now.
Wonderful. Now, all the very best and thank you for joining. If you want me to ask specific question to our guest, please drop those questions in the comment section and I'll surely ask those questions to our next guest. But lastly and finally, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more and more guests for you to get the real insight into their life.